Hello and welcome back to Ticking All the Boxes, where we're going to have a look at Caulfield. Now, we're going to run through this a little bit quicker than what we originally planned because this is take two due to camera issues, technical malfunctions. So, and we're trying to do some work as well because we've got a news service to provide. All right, we'll go straight to the Underwood Stakes and the prices from Sportsbet. Manigar's 340 to 250. Sincero's, he got out to 550, but he's back into 5. $10 December draw, $13 Mawingo, and $6.50 for the two down the bottom, Ocean Park and Southern Speed. What are you doing here, mate?
Mate, I probably won't be having a bet or nothing major. I can't bet against Manigar. You've got to forget about the horse that was trained by Luca Kamani a few years ago. Since he's been in Moody's camp and adapted to Australian racing, he's just flying. And he is the most proven weight for age galloper in this race by panels. Although Sincero, I guess you've got to throw in there because he's won a couple of times at Group 1 level weight for age. Is it weight for it twice? No, just
he's won once at Group 1 weight for age level.
Yep. But as we were talking about before in take one, they've both just got a slightly awkward draw. So, you know, when you're talking 6 to 4, $2.50, you've got to have a bit on them to get something out of it. And I just don't know if you want to be doing that from barrier 10. But there's no way I'm going to bet against him. I think Ocean Park's drawn to get the right run. And if he is up to this class, he will win this race. And then I'll be interested just to see how a couple of these other stays are coming on.
Yeah, look, I can't tumble in Manigar at 6 to 4 from barrier 10. I just, you know, he's going to need a couple of little things to go his way so he gets the right run here. It wouldn't surprise me to see him end up 3 wide. And if that's the case, you're not going to want to be on at the 6 to 4. No. I'm in the same boat with Sincero, the same boat with December Draw, same boat with Southern Speed. All 4 of those horses have drawn off the track. I'm a bit like you. I don't know that I want to have a bet. But I will have $5 each way, my lucky day. Because I reckon his first up run was excellent. He was really starting to warm up late. Out to 1,800 metres, perfect. In the past, he's performed well second up. He's the one that's got the great draw. He's going to get the soft run. I reckon he's going all right, this horse. And I think around 30 to 1, I'll just have a couple of dollars each way. I do think with Ocean Park, the way the marbles are falling here in the draw, he is the one of the so-called weight for age, you know, horses heading towards weight for age targets and that. He has to really figure here because this is all it's all made to order for him. If he gets beaten a length here, then he might as well go to the handicaps because he won't be beating those horses again. Yeah. So we'll learn a lot more about him.
It's just hard to take $5 or $6 on
I don't want to be taking $6.50 about him. As I said, I'd prefer to take $31 about my lucky day than taking $6.50 him.
Yeah, well, I think Manigar's got more.
But I won't be having much. There's no massive confidence. It's just something I just have an interest in the race from a betting perspective. I think he's going all right.
Yeah, fair enough too.
So he's on target for the Cups. So. All right, anything else you got in the meeting?
Mate, I think if Fruling gets a run in the naturalism, he'll win. I think Hurdle Myrtle, there's $8 floating around on...
Hang on, just on Fruling, I'm sort of with you there. I think he was, what was he, about $5, $6?
Yeah, and geez, take that.
Tricky draw, but I'm actually surprised. It's a...
Mate, this is a bit
funny
like
sort of race,
Lee had, what was it, Speed Gifted a few years ago. I think he went round in a naturalism round 4th.
He came to Sydney.
Came to Sydney and towed them up in a Metro by about...
Never won another race, I don't think.
Never won another race after that.
No, he's also nominated, or he's entered in Adelaide. But if he does get a run here, he's the sort of... To me, he's got a bit of that X factor in this race compared to a lot of these. Zarella was good. Zarella was good there in the Let's Elope, but everything made to order for her. And the second horse should have beaten her.
Yep.
Don't know if I'd want to be on her in this. Shenzo Steed. He was good first up. I'd like to see him run a good race in this.
And Seville. We spoke about him. He goes all right.
Seville.
Second up last prep, yep.
I've had a couple of dollars on him in the Melbourne Cup early doors.
Got the right man on board, drawn to get the right run.
Improved sharply, second up last campaign. Did a lot of work in the race too, finishing just behind Linton. That form you would like to think would hold up here. Yep. He was plain first up, but it was a heavy track, so we'll give him benefit of the doubt.
Yep, definitely. Over the odds at $41 around the place. Definitely over the odds.
He was. When was it? He ran.
Was it TJ Lawrence?
No. There was a Group 1 race I watched to his. I'm pretty sure it was him.
Over in the UK.
In France, or it might have been France. I'm pretty sure it was him. Might have been the St Ledger. No, I don't know. It was. Anyway, I think he ran 30. It was the speed hump for. He was Coolmore horse, and he was a speed hump.
Oh, yeah, good at that.
I used him up this day, and he just kept fighting and fighting.
What about that Camelot? Did you watch that race last week?
No.
Oh, what a disgrace.
Bores me, mate.
That joint and their tactics, honestly, they send pacemakers out with So You Think when he doesn't want one, and then they... Oh, anyway, I'm not even going to run
Mate,
him anymore.
some will call me ignorant, but European racing bores me. Or English racing, I should say. It bores me. I'd prefer to have a night at Dapto Dogs.
Well, this bloke, Joseph O'Brien, well, we're going to be doing that next Thursday, aren't we? Hello, Royal Ascot.
Yeah, Royal Dapto. Royal Dapto. Well, famous the Dapto Dog. I just, it bores me, mate. They just rush in lanes. Like, the jockeys don't have to think.
No.
And it shows that, like, that day at Royal Ascot when Joseph, he had about 500 metres to cross, So You Think, but he thought he'd cut him in half instead.
Well, you should have seen the beauty he pulled out last Saturday night. He just trucked up behind the pacemaker, followed it in, and then the pacemaker stopped, and then he's gone, oh, hang on, I'm going to have to check off heels here. He's on a $1.45 favourite, attempting to do something that no other horse has done, and he follows the pacemaker. What, with the wall of horses on his outside?
Oh, yes.
Genius. Good on you. Almost as good as the...
You're firing up here today. This is good. I've been trying to get you to do it for about 12 months.
Yeah, well, his rider's up there with the TAB website.
All right. The last race, the Hurdle Myrtle you were talking about.
Nice.
I'm with you a bit here. Look, she hasn't got the greatest first up record, but if you dig deep enough, as you pointed out to me earlier, she was first up. She's been first up a couple of times behind More Joyous.
Yeah.
She's beaten most horses, so there's no knock there. Trialled really well.
Yep.
$7.50 is a good price.
There's even $8 around.
Yeah, there you go. Just hope she doesn't get too far back and get lost on the corner at Caulfield, which can happen.
I think she's an each way bet.
For sure.
Because she's more than $3 to play. I think she's a really good each way bet, like each way bet of the day.
Yeah.
Just about. And,
D2 is another one that's trialled really, really well, and $12 I could have something on her. I could probably back the pair of them here, and I don't think I'll be too far away.
It's a good little race.
It is a good race, good mares race, big field. They should get along. All horses should get their chance.
Yep. She just needs a bit of luck, Hurdle Myrtle.
Alberton Park, what are we saying there? She's a horse in the past that's gone really well fresh. They've dipped her straight down to Melbourne.
This is a slightly step up, though, I reckon, from what she...
It is a step up, but I think they'll run the race to suit her.
Yeah, without doubt. Yeah, she's drawn for the perfect run. She just sucks up behind him and gets out the straight.
Yeah. Combat Kitty's another one. I know I'm sort of going around the Victorians here, but devil you know. Mate. Soft Sand's a good mare.
Yeah, I mean, nothing went right for her when she went up to Brizzy, so you can put the pen through that. And even Mrs. Onassis, mate, she's come back good. She's drawn off the track, but her run last up behind Tiger T, she beat Home Rain Affair.
Combat Kitty's trial was very good, and you know, she looked to be doing it easy and light in the night in the trial, and he came out and ran very well on Wednesday in the Cameron.
Yep,
I think she'll run a race, and she's big odds.
Yep.
I could just work around those there and see what happens. It's a tricky race. No, I want to see her do it. Yeah. I want to see her do it. I'm not going to hang her for first up run, but I want to see her do it.
Mate, just that point that we were talking about before on take one, Hurdle Myrtle gave Machine 7 kilos in the Maya Classic.
Don't even go there. It was on a heavy track. It was on a heavy track. I'm telling you, it's no guide, mate. It was on a heavy track. Machine went nuts that day. She over-raced, did everything wrong. She was much better than that. Forget it even went round.
Oh, it's not that. It's more just a case of one shorter than the other one. Like, Machine's got to make up the ground there.
Well, Machine's got to. She's got to prove herself again. You know, she's had a throat operation. She was only playing first up. It wasn't a suitable race. She wasn't well weighted, but she's got to aim up here. You know, this is. She's the set weights and penalties. She gets in okay here for what she's achieved, and she's got to show us here. But I don't want to be. I want to watch her, and then after that, I'll assess where she's at. But,
mate,
yeah.
What about Blackie? We're both keen on Blackie, super keen on him.
We were keen on Blackie.
First up run was good.
What's he in? He's in the Dream Thoroughbreds Plate Race 5.
He
he's about $6.
We went. It was better than it looks on paper anyway, and he's a class horse, isn't he? And he's got compared to this lot.
Yep.
I just think the $6 for him is great value. I think him and Hurdle Myrtle are just great each way bets down there.
Yep, no, we're with you. And I did mention Menados. The blinkers go on as a Beal horse.
Yep.
Interesting runner from the perspective. We'll see. He comes out of winter form, which can be a bit ordinary at this time of year. But I did think there was a bit of upside to this horse. And as I said, the blinkers go on for the first time. I'd expect him to run a pretty good race first up.
He's in a handy camp too, Blackiston's.
Yeah. The other one I mentioned was Kneeling in the first. I backed her there at Flemington. Drew the outside. They decided they wanted to go forward when every good run in its life has been when they've ridden it cold and it's charged home over the top of them. Drawn a soft gate this time in 3. Hopefully they'll go back to riding her the other way. I hope they just haven't stuffed it after its first up run. Another Patnack horse.
The reverse Moran.
Yes, please. Just ride it quietly and let her find the line. All of the good runs in a life have been ridden like that.
One of the 4 people watching this might actually...
No, there's more than 4, remember?
There's more, that's right, yeah, we established
about
that.
20 when we include family members. All right.
All right, mate. Best bets? Melbourne?
I'm with you with Hurdle Myrtle on an each-way basis in the last and Blackie on an each-way basis. I think if we stick to that, we're in agreement, which is dangerous, but I think if we stick to that... Yeah. Oh, it has occasionally.
Yeah.
I think
and
you
we've
could
got
do
Dear Demi in Sydney as well.
Dear Demi in Sydney.
Could be a good day.
Could be a good day. Could be terrible.
It's going to be a good
and
night.
I won't be coming to snip you.
It's going to be a good night.
It will be a good night. It will be a good night. Saturday night. Stingers farewell.
Yep.
All right, that's it. Good luck on Friday night with your footy team.
Thank you, mate.
Don't know about that Friday night.
I think it's very open. I think that it's going to be a great game. I think they can get the job done, Manly, but...
Oh, you're not biased or anything, are you?
No, but I just... anyway, we'll see what happens.
I know one thing. I reckon all the South supporters will be crying there on Saturday night.
Yeah,
I reckon they'll get touched.
Yeah, they'll get done. It's Canterbury versus either Melbourne or Manly in the final.
Grand final.
Grand final, sorry.
And hopefully the Swans will win.
Hopefully the Swans
We've got to cheer the Swans, beat Dirty Rotten Collingwood.
What time does that kick off?
I'll be watching that, mate. I won't be watching the rugby league.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'll be watching the Swans, mate. Manly and Melbourne, please. Cheats and Manly. No thanks.
Cheats and Manly. I'll live with that.
The Cheats v Manly, so I'll watch the Swans.
There's a certain Randwick trainer calling Manly the Cheats at the moment.
Oh, yeah, but he's a North Queensland supporter. Yeah. Fair dinkum. Anyway, all right, good luck. Hope you're back plenty of winners on Saturday. Sydney and Melbourne, great day of racing. Spring is really here now, so just gets better and better each week now.
It's getting awesome.
Very good.
We'll be doing this for Melbourne as well.
Yeah, not for a month or so. Yeah. Don't worry about that.
Oh, yeah. I've gone off early there.
All right, good luck. See you next week.